Hello, my Storytime friends. I'm Miss Sara, and welcome to another virtual Storytime. I'm so excited that you're here. So for this week's Storytime, we're going to start off by singing Popcorn Kernels. Now, I'm at the library, so I'm going to use one of our scarves, but since you're at home, you can go ahead and use a towel or a washcloth, or if you have a scarf in your closet, you can go ahead and grab a scarf. You can also use a Kleenex, but make sure that it's clean. All right, once you have what you're going to use, we're going to start. All right, so here we go. Ready? Popcorn kernels in the pot, in the pot. Shake 'em, shake 'em, shake 'em, shake 'em, shake 'em, shake 'em, till they pop, till they pop. All right, let's do that one more time. Popcorn kernels in the pot, in the pot. Shake 'em, shake 'em, shake 'em, shake 'em, shake 'em, shake 'em, till they pop, till they pop. Great job, my Storytime friends. Now, let's get to our story for today. Today, we are reading Leaf Jumpers, written by Carole Gerber and illustrated by Leslie Evans. We watch a soft wind shake the trees. It lifts the leaves and sets them free. Released, they flutter through the air, drifting downward gracefully. We run to catch the falling leaves. We smell their smells and touch their veins. So you can see the lines in the leaf. Those are the leaf's veins. Bright jewels from the crowns of trees. We trace their shapes. We say their names. Red maples, broad and pointed leaves, flame bright and vivid as a match. So vivid just means it's intensely colorful, so it's a really bright color. So look at these leaves. What color are they? They look like a red-orange, a really deep and vivid color. The sugar maple's leaves are orange, like pumpkins in a pumpkin patch. Stubby fingers, brown as dirt, reach from the slender white oak leaf. So you see it looks like the leaf has little stubby fingers. The basswood's glowing yellow leaves are shaped like hearts with little teeth. So you can see the basswood's leaves. You see how it kind of looks like a heart a little bit? It has little jagged teeth on the edge. The birch leaf, oval as an egg, falls sunny side upon the ground. So what color are birch leaves? Good job, my Storytime friends. They're yellow. Willow leaves turn yellow-green and hang from limbs that curve down. So you can see these branches curve down, so the leaves are pointing downwards as well. The ginkgo's wavy golden leaf is shaped just like a little fan. The broad leaf of the sycamore is yellow with a coat of tan. We toss the bright leaves in the air, oranges, yellows, golds, and reds. We dance together as they fall. Leaf hats settle on our heads. We clap with joy. We love the leaves. We rake a glowing golden heap. What do you think they're going to do with this pile of leaves? Let's find out. Then, holding hands, we jump into a pile of colors 3 feet deep. So here they are jumping in their pile of leaves. And that's the end of our story. Do you all like to jump in leaves? I know when I was little, I jumped in a whole bunch of piles of leaves. And my parents weren't always happy about it, but it was really fun. All right, so now let's get to our flannel board for today. Flannel board for today is about these little guys. Do you know what these are called? They're called acorns. And around this time every year, you'll see a bunch of acorns laying on the ground by trees because they fall off the trees. All right, so down around the corner by the big oak tree sat how many acorns? 5 little acorns looking so yummy. Along came a squirrel with a big bushy tail. He took one acorn and ran off down the trail. Down around the corner by the big oak tree sat, how many acorns do we have? 4 little acorns looking so yummy. Along came a squirrel with a big bushy tail. He took one acorn and ran off down the trail. Down around the corner by the big oak tree sat 1, 2, 3 little acorns looking so yummy. Along came a squirrel with a big bushy tail. He took one acorn and ran off down the trail. Down around the corner by the big oak tree sat how many acorns? 2 little acorns looking so yummy. Along came a squirrel with a big bushy tail. He took one acorn and ran off down the trail. Down around the corner by the big oak tree sat, how many acorns are left? 1 little acorn looking so yummy. And along came a squirrel with a big bushy tail. And he took that acorn and ran off down the trail. So how many acorns do we have left now? We have no acorns left, 0, because our pal, Mr. Squirrel, stole all the acorns to eat. All right, my storytime friends, that's it for our flannel board, but now it's time to sing some fun songs about fall. So the first one we're going to do is called Way Up High in the Apple Tree, and it's an action rhyme, so make sure that your arms and hands are all ready. All right, and you can follow the motions that I do. Way up high in the apple tree, 2 red apples smiled at me. I shook the tree as hard as I could. Down came the apples, and they were good. Great job. Now this next one is a song, and it is called The Leaves Are Falling Down, and it's to the tune of The Farmer in the Dell. The leaves are falling down, the leaves are falling down, red, yellow, green, and brown, the leaves are falling down. Great job. Let's do it one more time. The leaves are falling down, the leaves are falling down, red, yellow, green, and brown, the leaves are falling down. All right, and our last song is called Leaves Are Falling, and this one is to the tune of Farajaka. All right, and it has some motions, but they're really simple, so go ahead and follow along as I do them. Leaves are falling from the trees, red and yellow, orange and brown, in the breeze, Great job, my Storytime friends. You did an awesome job with all of our songs and our little motions. All right, so before we say goodbye for this week, I want to remind you of a couple things. Parents, remember that if you are coming into our building, either to pick up materials or for a computer appointment, remember that you need to be wearing a mask that's covering both your mouth and your nose, and that's true for all of our patrons who are 3 years old and older. And parents, if you have children who are 15 years old or younger, remember that they must be accompanied by an adult while they're in the building. All right, and now that we're doing virtual story times every week again, we do have activity packets that are available on the 2nd floor. If you do not want to come in the building to get them though, we can put those at the drive-through window for you. And also, just as a reminder, you can come into the building to pick up your materials, And if you don't want to come in the building, if you're not comfortable with that, that's perfectly fine. You can just call the library and we will get all of your materials together for you and we can place them at the drive-through window where you can then check them out. But if you're not comfortable using any of our physical materials at all, that is also all right because you have access to all of our digital materials through Overdrive or the Libby app and also Hoopla. And please remember that all of our Storytime videos are available on Morley Library's Facebook page and also Morley Library's YouTube channel. So be sure to like and subscribe to both of those things. All right, my Storytime friends, that is it for this week. I will see you virtually next week, and I hope you have a wonderful week. Goodbye, my Storytime friends.